Alright, I'm Beer.
And I'm Matt.
And this is Sounds Like on Andertons TV. We're back in the game.
We are back in the room and the game and the shop and the videos, and
It's been a while.
it has been a while. It's
been a
the
long
first thing that we've recorded in 2017.
It is. Basically, it's been Christmas, New Year's and NAMM, so we've just not had chance to do anything remotely Sounds Like until right this very moment.
It's true, but it's given us some time to reflect, some time to recompose, and bring you this video, which is the first, it's a really good one.
It's a banger.
Today we're going to be trying to sound like Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top.
That is great.
It is the hot rod of the guitar sound.
It is. We've been doing a little bit of research, looking at live videos, looking at, you know, obviously listening to the CDs and seeing rig rundowns. And it seems fairly straightforward. You know, he uses his own guitars, the Gretsch stuff, and then there's Fenders and Gibsons and, you know, a lot of fuzz.
There's loads of different kind of fuzzy sounds, but they're all quite specific and quite high fidelity. And trying to get that on a budget of £1,500 is going to be our challenge.
It is, but I reckon we go and find a guitar.
Let's do.
We were just walking out to, we were actually going to go over to the sort of Gibson Epiphone land, but we just saw this really quick. This is a Reverend Flat Rock Frock guitar. And the reason that we stopped and looked is because the pickups,
They look reminiscent of that.
sort of TV Jones vibe.
Yeah, so he famously uses, well, he used to use Les Pauls back in the day, and then I guess the Bo Diddley by Gretsch, which Andertons do, but it's £3,000. But it has specific TV Jones pickups that were designed specifically for Billy Gibbons.
Coming in at $649, so that's bang. That's pretty much the budget we always go for on the guitar. So that's definitely a good option.
It could be a contender.
Okay, so that's cool.
What's that?
It's an Electromatic, £555. Got a Bigsby, which is beautiful. It's not really a Billy Gibbons guitar, but the pickups might. Basically, we're sort of. I think the focus here is pickups, isn't it?
It might have to be, yeah, because his are like a higher output than your standard.
Overwound.
Yes.
£388 is pretty good
But
though.
that is a semi-hollow, so that might sound a little boxy.
Oh, very true. I mean, not bad options, but you know that is a bit of a problem. So, what about Epiphone?
Epiphone might do us. See, that might get us closer to the old stuff in that he used a Les Paul in an old school style. Did you know that because he had a Les Paul that is called Pearly Gates,
Okay.
and the Seymour Duncan Pearly Gates was designed around the sound of that 1959, I believe it was, Les Paul.
I didn't know that.
So Les Paul is obviously, it's just that particular one though, which is like the one.
Interesting.
I mean,
See, that's $699 Gibson. That one there.
Yes.
But again, we just, you know, you never know with these kind of pickups and it's going to sound like a Gibson.
It's going to sound like Gibson. What we need though is we need a budget for fuzz.
Yes, we
and
do.
I think we might. We were saying that we might need a couple of octaves, or the ability to go up and down.
Yeah. We were thinking of stacking fuzzes.
Yeah, maybe 2 or 3, and just having a play because, like it sounds like we're always trying to get the sound from a song, as well as kind of an all-roundy sound. It's going to take some money.
All right. Well, in which case, should we just get a Gretsch because they're cheap?
So it narrows it down to this.
Let's get a glittery one because you know it's Billy Gibbons and he's a little bit flamboyant with his old guitar colours and furriness. No, we're going with this because the pickups kind of stylistically is closer than anything else, but we don't really bother about the looks as much as we are the tone. But I think because Matt said we need a strong budget for our pedals, it's better to get something more affordable, and I think this is so far the most affordable guitar we've found.
The only consideration will be whether the pickups are high output enough, I think.
Which we can just get a boost in the front, can't we?
For the Rebel, I'm sure they did.
See, I thought that the Igniter Rebel would be a good shout, just because it's a bit thicker and a bit raunchy in comparison to the Tweaker. We didn't want to do Marshall.
Even though he's a famous Marshall player.
Yeah, it's just because we can only really get the DSL-40, which we've used like all the time. So I thought the Rebel would be good. Alternatively, we've got the Black Star HT Club 20.
Yeah, we just need something that makes everything sound thick.
Yeah, it needs to sound thick.
That's what we need. Right, okay, fine. Well, should I see if they've got one in here?
A smaller combo, because that's £729. It's a bit pricey.
But they don't have any in. So
well, then it's a
we'd
no-go.
have to just go with...
Black Star.
You reckon?
Well, that's too expensive for the pedals.
Well,
5 plus 7 and a bit is £12.50.
And there's not enough.
Not doing Marshall. Yeah, we don't, because they're £12.50. That gives us literally £250 for our pedals, and that's not enough. We need at least £300.
But I think if we could have enough pedals that we could just really push the amp and not rely on the amp too much.
So let's have a look. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, guys.
No worries. Give me a shout at the intro.
So ignitors are basically too expensive. It costs us about 750 quid to get an igniter, of whether it's a combo or a hem cab. So too much. So we're in the land of Black Star.
We've got there's the artist 15. Sorry, I can't see you for this wall of Laney. 579 for the HT Studio 20 112 combo, which we've used before. It's never let us down.
It has never let us down.
No.
Yeah. Will it be able to handle the ferociousness of Billy Gibbons, is the question.
Who knows? It's got enough gain in it if we need it.
Yep.
It's got a clean channel if we just want to use clean dual pedals.
It's good enough as a
It's
start.
valve.
It's a good bass.
Yeah, I think we do that because then we've got enough flexibility on pedal front.
Well,
we need an EQ, we need a couple of fuzzes.
But he uses the Octavio and an MXR bass octave, I think.
Yeah.
So I think if we have something that does both, we'll have some flexibility.
Let's do it. HT Studio 20.
Sold.
So since NAMM, the pedal cabinet
It's overflowing.
There's so many pedals.
Yeah, and we're not completely... Well, I mean, how do you keep up with the world of pedals? He uses that El Distorto,
Which is looks like it's got 2 XLRs coming out of it, like some sort of stereo distortion pedal.
He also uses that fuzz face type.
Yeah, he's got a MOSFET overdrive.
He's known as well for stacking like multiple of the same pedal with slightly different settings. So
For us, it isn't practical.
No, we just can't afford to do that. And your average guy, I guess, wouldn't want to be buying 5 or 6 of the same thing.
Okay, so there's the TC Electronic Rusty Fuzz. I just spotted.
Rusty fuzz.
Looks kind of cool. There's also this black fuzz there by Greer. We could go classic on the fuzz face vibes. We heard from a trusted source, Mr. Dane behind the camera, that the new TC pedals are really, really affordable, roughly about £50. Yeah. So I mean, we could take a gamble and go Rusty Fuzz for 50 quid, because we've got 400 and something pounds to play with. It is a fuzz, so even if we don't use it for its full fuzz tone, it's still that kind of circuit that we can stack with something else.
Yeah.
It's a new pedal.
Pitchfork's like 100 quid.
Yeah.
An EQ is about... So basically say it's 200 quid gone with just those two.
You know, I think for the price, and TC
that.
are good quality,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
for the price, let's get the Rusty Fuzz.
And let's get should we get the Mud Honey?
Let's get the Mud Honey. That's $129.
It might also be worth just taking a few different things back to the video room and experimenting.
Okay.
Because we sometimes end up in that situation where we get 3 or 4 things and don't actually use them all.
The only thing we don't have, which I saw on a website, was that he uses an XR carbon copy, or you get a Tone City tape echo, or the little spring.
Yeah, we could. I think we could be just scraping in about £30 more expensive.
Okay.
But we'll go and work it out, get all the gear.
And we'll see you in the video room.
Yes, we will.
We're back in the video room.
We're back in the video room.
For the first time in a long time, it's good to be back.
Yes, Happy New Year. It's been a while.
Yeah, Merry Christmas and all the rest of it, yeah. Happy NAMM.
We've missed out on it all. So, yes, this is sound like Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top. And actually, this is one of those rigs where you go, this is awesome.
Yes.
We say that a lot, and we like a lot of rigs, and we like a lot of pedals. We've used, especially this Mud Honey before. Just great.
Matt really likes the Mudhoney.
Yeah,
it's
I
a great
was going to
pedal.
swear, but then I realised it's a child-friendly show.
So, things we didn't use is the Tone City tape machine. Didn't find a place for it in the excerpts. The Rusty Fuzz, we were confident, but in the end, it didn't make the cut.
No, it does give you that kind of like boxy, like pushed fat sound, but it's almost a bit too much.
Yeah.
And we were reading about Billy's tone, and apparently he never uses treble. He always uses like 7 to 38s, I think, strings.
Crazy.
He used to use a coin to play with. All these kind of things, and we didn't. And there was the EQ kind of hill. But we just basically did this by ear.
Yeah.
And this, although by name you'd think it'd fit the bill. It
Yeah.
didn't seem like.
Fit the bill, E. Gibbons.
Fit.
I mean, in fairness, it sounds like the bias is set reasonably low in the pedal, which is why you get that breakup sound every time you like palm mute or something and it cuts out completely,
Yeah.
which would be the bias inside the pedal. So anyway, Rusty Fuzz and Tape Machine gone. Really, we're just using both channels on the HT20. The EQ, the Octafuzz, the Slash one, and the Mudhoney, and that's basically...
That's it.
It's worth saying that we tried the Octafuzz in the loop, didn't we?
We did
First.
to start with, yeah, and it didn't work.
No, it didn't work. And I mean, most of you going, why would you try that? But my theory was, if the initial starting block is a kind of fuzzy tone that you could maybe blend with the preamp of the amplifier, that maybe it would work, but it didn't, so...
And as we said, it was a challenge because he stacks just loads and loads of fuzz pedals. So we tried to, we did it once.
With one, yeah. In the end, we did it with one. Point out on the guitar front, I think we did, like we said, we took a bit of a punt. We had quite a few options. So I think, to be fair, we did pretty well. This is the Gretsch Electromatic.
Yeah.
And this is the China-made one. And it's got Bigsby on, which we didn't really use. But, you know, we're very familiar with the Gretsch Electromatic series, and I'm sure you guys are. To be fair, it did the job.
For the money as well. It's an awesome guitar for that kind of style. And we're almost like the ZZ Top thing. It's along the same lines in a way as kind of the Queens of the Stone Age, Josh Homme stuff we did, and a bit Jack Whitey. It's definitely like fuzz focused.
With the HT Studio 20, we ended up using both channels. We only used the overdrive channel for Lagrange, and we did it with no gain.
Yeah, it's to make it that really sharp, like precise, clean sound.
Yeah, we had the volume gunned, the gain pretty much off, and we were using the master to make sure we weren't deafening ourselves. It's
also worth saying, when that song kicks in, we did use the Rusty Fuzz.
Yes.
To give us that fat, but still quite clean. I mean, we're literally no fuzz on this either.
No.
Just riding the volume and half on the tone.
Yeah. So that's, I guess, why we said we didn't use it, because we didn't actually use any of the fuzz from it, and it is a fuzz pedal. We got the treble on full, and we got the ISF all the way to the right to achieve that tone. We didn't use any reverb in the amp.
And I think, there's loads of talk about his tone, but I did read that he doesn't use any treble. So it's interesting that we use all the treble.
Yeah, I know, but I think it just ended up working out that way. You know how things, you never plan on it putting all the treble on an amp, you know, but it got the tone. So, and like we always say, you know, we've got a big speaker here with the iTunes set up, and we can listen to the tracks and then just basically listen, tweak, and that's how we do it. So.
So let's run you through 3 of the main sounds from 3 of the main tracks that we covered. Number 1,
Lagrange.
Lagrange.
Yeah, overdrive, the gain's all the way off, volume's on full, everything on here is full, and this is how we got the initial intro tone, that kind of plinky. It's worth saying that he played it really softly as well.
Well, so he plays with sevens. Yeah. We're not playing with sevens.
We're on whatever's on here.
The stock strings.
Yeah.
So that will add to the kind of, and he plays really softly with his fingers.
Yeah. So if I play that bit softer, that. If I play harder, you can hear the amp pushing.
And then when it kicks in with the drums, this is when we use this.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely fuzzy.
Yeah, it is. But it's definitely not. I guess if there was a spectrum from no fuzz to loads of fuzz, it's probably here.
Yeah.
For what we're using it for.
Accurate.
Yes.
So that is literally the Lagrange tone. So then we move over to the clean channel to show you the rest.
And we move on to so this is the Mudhoney, if you didn't know, is kind of like a 2-channel fuzz pedal. So we're using number 1 for this tone.
Super clean. I mean, we've been riding the gain depending on taste, really, but kind of a little bit more in was you know, it's
super barky, really nice.
It's a really nice lead tone.
Yeah, and for those single note kind of chuggy riffs, it works perfectly.
And we also used it on. Because it's got sustain, and I think it really helps. It's quite thick overdrive pedal, distortion pedal even. It is worth saying that both sides are exactly the same. It's just 2 in one box, really. Yeah. But it's nice because you can dial them in for different reasons. One for rhythm, one for lead, I guess.
The Gots to Get Paid main riff tone. Okay, so we stacked the Mudhoney channel 2, which sounds like this. Which is half level, no gain and no tone.
Yeah.
So it's literally a push, but the boost is on here.
Yeah, it's worth saying that we've boosted the tone on the clean channel as well.
We have, and this is where the EQ pedal comes into its own.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely, because we've pushed the level of the G7 up, that's where you're getting more push at the front end. That's that distortion. It's already a bit fuzzy, isn't it? Yeah.
So yeah, that's that, and then this is where the slash octafuzz comes in, and does a great job. We used the fuzz from this as well. We played, to be honest, this took ages.
Yeah.
Because we got like 3 or 4 fuzz options, so we played with them all to try and find the best combination. This one I think worked best.
Yeah, it's great.
And then stick in the octave. The chords are huge.
Yeah, if anyone's curious, it's just a power chord with the low fourth to get the thickness.
Yeah.
But
obviously there is the bass on the main track, on the recorded track.
Yeah, so we've probably overcompensated.
Yeah, but it does. I think in the room, it's always in the room. It sounds great, so we hope it is at home.
Yeah.
But we do. Hopefully, you can hear how close it is.
Well, there you go. that is our attempt at sounding like Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top.
Yes, it is. So let us know how you think we did. Wish us a happy new year, and we hope you're all good. And yeah, let us know who else you'd like to see us do, and we will do our very bestest to accommodate.
Links in the description box below. Go check them out, and please comment.
Please do.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe also. This has been me. I'm Matt.
And I'm Rabea.
And this has been Sounds Like on Andertons TV.
Yay!